Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Next Week Tonight, live-ish, because animation is dying.
Okay.
The news comedy show based on future events as perfectly predicted by our infinite team of typewriting cats. This week's episode comes to us courtesy of Cat411, whose article details how the world will react to the death of Hollywood and to the exposure of a global conspiracy behind nature reserves everywhere. Quick spoiler here, national parks are not what you think. But before we get into things, our sponsor for this episode is Soft Micro, and definitely not the military.
Fuck Microsoft!
Okay.
Don't you hate it when you're overcome with an unquenchable lust for blood, but you're too lazy to get your ass off the couch? Would you like to desensitize yourself to violence and train your brain to shoot at anything deemed the enemy? Well, do we have the pastime for you? Video games. Thanks to the innovative efforts at Soft Micro, fake violence is more real than ever.
Fuck!
Video games definitely aren't simulations made to train future soldiers and test their aptitude for different forms of violence. Over a wide variety of experiences, one can kill people in first person with a gun, in a tank, or even from a plane. If direct blood and gore isn't your thing, you might prefer to crush of the candy or regress with some chess to hone your strategic and organizational skills. Your data from these games will never be fed to the government to help better draft you in the predictable struggles to come.
Here, buddy, it's all yours.
Wow!
So, if you've got a lot of free time and pent-up aggression, try the Army. If that doesn't work, try video games. Buy Soft Micro. Moving on. It has long been theorized by conspiracy nuts that the national parks were not established to preserve nature, but were instead left wild to house and study a variety of anomalies generally considered mythical by the public. As we here in the studio have come to understand it, Cat411 predicts that this conspiracy will be ripped wide open by the public after an accidental leak by the United States. A group of celebrities... A group of celebrities, including Caitlyn Jenner, Kanye West, and Matthew McConaughey, as well as many others, will meet in secret at Bezos' hidden hunting lodge for their annual poor man hunt. While nothing out of the ordinary will happen during the group's hobo hunting, the following party will go down in history forever. After wandering into the woods on designer psychedelics the likes of which we can't even imagine, Johnny Depp will single-handedly expose the world to an actual fucking Sasquatch cub. How and when he found it is unknown, but his reason why was as straightforward as it gets, and I quote, "It was cute and fuzzy." Attempts will be made to suppress the following media storm as each celebrity worked furiously to further their individual careers. Believe it or not, but the media blackout efforts will prove surprisingly effective and will have worked too if it weren't for that meddling mother and her damn hubby too. The following massacre will leave no survivors and lead to South Korea overthrowing Hollywood. Movies are about to get so much better, y'all. In the immediate aftermath, however, most of the world's internet will be shut down in an effort to regain control, but the saved posts and dead celebrities will prove too much to cover up. Not only will this make the US look worse than it has since MKUltra,
So funny.
but will lead to all sorts of changes to the world we think we know so well. A big evolution to come will be the recognition of cryptid attack survivors all over. If the righteous motto is to believe the victim, why have we been ignoring victims of attacks that don't fit the popular narrative? Many alien rape victims and skinwalker harassment stories will dominate the news for years to come and will be used to cover up all sorts of topics that you'll hear about here on Next Week Tonight. Good night, everyone.